HITC Sport, and today is a sad day. No, I didn't just discover the local crazy man defecating on my porch. And no, I didn't walk into the kitchen to see Kurt Zuma reenacting a live-action remake of the Itchy and Scratchy movie. No, it's not that, but listen. Sporting legends are the heartbeat of the world, right? I'm guessing right now, anyone living in America is probably spending the weekend getting Odell Beckham Jr. tattooed on their cheek. I mean, Christ, well, I'm guessing the word Beckham is probably the most Googled name in America over the last 15 goddamn years, ever since middle-aged sexist pigs in Texas first caught a glimpse of Posh Spice in a mini skirt. But anyway, listen, I want to start this video by saying that Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi are utter legends of the game. I mean, they should arguably be both living on a field, getting bottle fed by some inbred farmer from Stoke, because they are both goats. Going on the internet and criticizing Lionel Messi is a risk. Criticizing both he and Ronaldo at the same time, it's a surefire way to have your inbox flooded with angry 14-year-olds from Sri Lanka, Beijing, and Lima threatening to bite off your nose. Honestly, these two are so worshipped almost to the point of lunacy. I mean, Chris, I watched the Sports Bible video, and the PSG fan, he looks about 52 years of age and has Messi's face tattooed on his thigh. I'm sorry, what? If I was this guy's wife, I would be getting vibes of Stan. So honestly, slagging off either player, this is a bit like walking into a One Direction concert and announcing that Harry Styles looks like he hasn't bought a bottle of shampoo since 2004. I mean, that's a surefire way to get an angry bunch of 13-year-old schoolgirls trying to stab you in the eye, with each one trying to beat you to death with a My Little Pony lunchbox. So I realized this is stupid right now. I mean, here's my Twitter, here's my Instagram. Bring it on, alright? I'm prepared to have hundreds of furious hormonal teenagers threatening to force feed my own foot down my throat. I mean, to be fair, yes, those threats make you sound like Jigsaw from Saw, but in reality, you're just a spotty 12-year-old boy, ignoring the fact that he's still got 2 hours left of French homework to do. But yeah, Messi and Ronaldo. Right, so they are two titans of the sport who are almost so good they can actually control the goddamn media. I mean, Christ, Gary Lineker is powerful. He's got 8.3 million followers on Twitter, and half his tweets are essentially just him begging Messi to hump his leg. So I realize this is a risk, but I need to just hold up a mirror and just show everyone. And in the same way, someone needs to tell Courtney Cox she now looks like a plastic foot. I just need to tell the world that Messi and Ronaldo are washed. Is that the right word? Washed? Is that what all the kids are saying? I mean, quite ironic because I haven't washed in days. Honestly, I smell like the nutsack of a depressed Oompa Loompa, but that's neither here nor there. Every season we've been waiting for them to slow down, right? But every season these two just defy physics. Last season for Club and Country, they banked at a combined 99 goals. Oh yeah, and 25 assists. But now, watching the two of them lurch around like they're crippled old men, I don't want to see this. I don't want to watch the great Cristiano Ronaldo failing to score in 120 minutes against Middlesbrough. I don't want to see him thwarted by the likes of Joe Lumley, some Tottenham reject with the wrist strength of a wet pancake. I don't want to see him failing to score against Fraser Forster on a Saturday afternoon. And I don't want to see a 7-time Ballon d'Or winner being outshunned by Dimitri Payet in France. Again, someone who looks like he chews about 6 cheeseburgers in a taxi on his way to every match. It's February, and Lionel Messi is stuck on the same number of league goals as Xherdan Shaqiri. And again, he was very quickly written off at Lyon as some miserable, unfit garden gnome who's since been binned to Chicago Fire. I mean, okay, first, I will touch on Ronaldo soon, but first, let's start with Messi. They call French football a farmers league, right? I mean, apparently it's a division just completely stacked with amateur defenders who just got off working the night shift on the local boulangerie. I mean, I'm sure the left backs for Lorient and Clermont Foot probably have to leave training early to serve as afternoon tour guides for the Louvre, right? Neymar is a footballer who's been able to devote about 40% of his attention to French football since arriving 5 years ago, and yet still has 145 goal contributions in 130 matches. So you'd imagine Messi, he's also going to eat that league for breakfast, right? No, watching Messi in a PSG shirt, I'm sorry, it is just sad. And it's weird. He and Barcelona were that marriage made in heaven. You know, like Carl and Susan off Neighbours. So to see him now trudging out of the Parc des Princes and pretending to care about scoring against Strasbourg and Brest, it's just, it's strange. I mean, it's like watching Michelle Obama on a date with Jack Black. I mean, going from one of the most powerful men on the planet to sharing a Chinese takeaway with someone who's surely about 1/3 armpit sweat. Messi has been associated with Barcelona for over 20 years. I mean, we can't just unsee that connection. Honestly, it's like if in Simpsons season 32, the writers suddenly pair up Homer with Wilma Flintstone or Milhouse's mum. It doesn't look right, it doesn't feel right, it almost makes you feel like getting sick in your throat. I mean, the likes of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, a prima donna mercenary who, like Neymar, clearly cares more about designer handbags and Louis Vuitton toothpaste than winning 3 points on a Saturday. I mean, he should be the face of this plastic PSG project. He and Neymar could be the bling boy spotted at top European nightclubs about 3 times a month, swinging champagne out of a Prada shoe and fighting the urge to kiss their sisters on the mouth. Honestly, Aubameyang as the face of PSG, that makes sense. Messi, no! It's like, instead of seeing that god-awful Charlotte Crosby as the face of Geordie Shore, if it was instead, oh, I don't know, True Geordie or Gaza, wouldn't really fit. And actually, Gaza's probably a bad example. Okay, maybe Anton Deck then. Could you see the two of them drinking vodka out of the sink in Tup Tup at 3 a.m? Again, bad example. To be honest, I probably could. At least one of them anyway. But no, you get what I'm saying, right? Seeing both Aubameyang and Memphis Depay both take Messi's place at a proud institution like Barcelona, it's an insult to the sport. I mean, it's like seeing Ross and Rachel break up, and instead she shacks up with a fat one out of Drake and Josh. It doesn't look right. I know Messi looks like a malnourished hobbit, who often goes 5 to 10 minutes showing the on-field presence of Casper the Friendly Ghost, but make no mistake about it, he's still a warrior who would have died for Barcelona. Aubameyang has the commitment of Barney Stinson. Messi has always relished being a star man in every team he plays for, right? I mean, since 2009, only one person in the same dressing room as Messi has dared to outscore him in a single season. That was Luis Suarez in 2016. That's it, no one else. But now, you're already 14 goals behind Mbappe in February. I mean, if Messi somehow winds up finishing as PSG's top scorer this season, then I will eat an entire lasagna dish out of a toilet bowl. And I'm confident in saying that because it's not going to happen. Messi has had over 50 shots in League 1. 50 shots. Again, it sounds like a night out with Gaza, but no. 50 shots, 2 goals. In a 3-1 win over Nantes, and then another one in a 5-1 win at Lille. I mean, it's not good enough. Yes, he began his PSG career with a fitness problem, but still. So I'm not saying he's now just a stumbling windpipe of a footballer with the fitness levels of Dean Windass. I'm not saying he's now got the work rate of a fat Ricky Hatton, because he's still at his moments, like that Champions League goal against Man City, and 3 assists and a win against Sant at the end. But again, I am underwhelmed, and I know you are too. And PSG being dumped out of the Coupe de France and dumped to Nice on penalties, that's just a direct reflection on what's happened to Ronaldo this week, isn't it? I mean, here is the issue. PSG have stuffed Messi on the right wing 10 times this season. Seeing a 34-year-old on the right wing, again, it's like seeing Tog Dad at an underage school disco. No, again, please don't ask him for a selfie. Instead, call the damn police. Playing as a right winger, no, that's a young person's game. Messi, accept it. You're too old. If I was Messi, I would take that chapter out of the career of Brian Giggs. I mean, no, not his private life. No, just his career. I mean, I don't want Messi suddenly inviting his brother's wife to play a game of naked Twister in his kitchen. No, considering Messi's brother was literally arrested for owning a gun, then I'm sure that's a surefire way for football's GOAT to very quickly resemble Gustavo Fring in a nursing home. But no, just like Giggs, drop deep. I'm convinced Messi will still be a world-class number 8 in central midfield for the next 4 years. I mean, he's got the skill, the creativity, the vision, the football brain. Remodel yourself as a modern-day Xavi. I mean, maybe you've even still got the legs to play the role of a peak Cesc Fabregas. But no, pretending to be a young man on the right wing, next season, playing for PSG on the left side of a midfield 3. And I think Messi can still be a world-class footballer. And yeah, I think I've fixed the Messi problem. Now let's move on to Ronaldo. I'm going to say it. Right now, he plays like a 37-year-old man. I mean, he doesn't look like one, good Christ. I mean, he's the same age as Ollie Murs, who, has the hairline of Mr. Bean and the chest hair of a wet orangutan. Weirdly, Ronaldo is the same age as Will from the Inbetweeners. I'm sorry, but when I see Simon Bird's face, I still just think prepubescent virgin. I mean, when Joe Kinnear sees Simon Bird's face, he thinks a very different thing. And that's a clever joke, that. Not many people out there will actually get it. Ronaldo is only 10 months older than Malcolm in the Middle. He's just 3 years younger than Britney Spears, someone whose career peaked in 2001. So you can blame the man for an inevitable drop-off, but at the same time, still just a bit sad. Since returning to Old Trafford, it has been underwhelming. Sure, he netted a double on his electric debut versus Newcastle, where half the crowd kept screaming Sue so much, you'd swear they were creepy fans at a Susan Boyle concert. You know, the type who want to sniff her armpits in her sleep. But I'm sorry, sticking 2 past Freddie Woodman. I mean, it's the same as Roger Federer smashing an ace past someone in a wheelchair. Okay, so what? Listen, in the Champions League, Ronaldo has been incredible. He scored in every group game, 6 goals in his 5 matches, fantastic. I mean, there's something about that competition. Every time he hears that Champions League music, it's a bit like when David Cameron hears the theme tune to Peppa Pig. I mean, the guy's so excited, he's almost got butterflies in his groin. But domestically, he's in the worst form of his career. He has scored 5 Premier League goals from open play so far, with that exquisite volley against Tottenham being the best of the bunch. But mostly being stuffed up front with his back to goal, mostly playing like an unhappy pencil, resembling that depressed one of bananas in pajamas, he's no longer able to score against the likes of Wolves, Crystal Palace and Southampton. It's honestly just sad to watch. Manchester United's main centre forward should be scoring 20 goals a season, but even Romelu Lukaku's worst season was more effective than this. I mean, here he is celebrating his birthday with something that honestly looks like it was dragged out of a garbage bin outside KFC. Yes, I know it might look like a diabetic's wet dream, but honestly it looks like that cake that Mr. Burns tried to make. Honestly, trust me, that just looks like a puddle of human sick after a night out in Witherspoons. The Aussie, it looks like a puddle of something you'd find underneath the sink in Slug and Lettuce. I've already spoken about how to fix the Messi problem, but with Ronaldo, he should leave. I mean, come on. Do you really want to spend your 38th birthday scrapping for 4th in the league and still captained by a walking letter box? This return to Manchester United, it should be seen as Gareth Bale's loan deal at Tottenham. Sure, it was a nice little swan song moment for the fans. He did well, but really it was just a shadow of the player he once was. To me, this should be Ronaldo's last season in the Premier League and second last in European football. Come on, in the summer, just take a big pay cut to go move back to Portugal. You know, you can be the main man in the Premier Liga, scoring 30 goals to help Sporting Lisbon win the league. I mean, come on, Cristiano, is it not a box unticked? I know for a fact that when you were a child on the streets of Madeira, you did not dream of ending your career with just 3 goals in the Portuguese Premier Liga. 3 goals. 3. You really want to end your career with that stat? No, have a season to finally just blow Portuguese football out of the water and then spend the next 3 years trying to crack America, becoming even more of a global phenomenon, winning the MVP every year at either Inter Miami or LA Galaxy. I mean, come on, it's America. They will worship your feet. Suddenly, you'll be held up in the same breath as Tom Brady. You'll probably have your own Hollywood movie. Although, to be fair, if it's being directed by some fat guy from Beverly Hills who doesn't have a clue about football, probably just cast some pretty boy like Liam Payne. But lads, guess what? Then, in the summer of 2026, he could become the 2nd oldest goal scorer at a World Cup, which will be played in Canada, Mexico, and the US. I'm sorry, but considering by then he will be an American superstar, you know, held up in the same breath as Jay-Z and Beyonce, yeah, that high. I mean, with his face plastered across billboards in New York and LA, with him inviting the likes of Snoop Dogg and Vince Vaughn to his birthday party, instead of, you know, living in England, where it'll probably be gate crashed by Russell Brand. And lads, being invited to play snakes and ladders and chess on TV with Jimmy Fallon every second week, after being given a cameo alongside Will Ferrell in Anchorman 3, then yeah, trust me, Ronaldo, you can be a massive star. And so then, you can then bow out of your career representing Portugal in stadiums built for baseball and the Super Bowl, ending his career at an American World Cup. It just seems like fate. But no, keep wasting your time in the English rain, living in a city which probably consistently stinks of fish fingers, and no, you've earned the comfy, stress-free life. Stop putting yourself out there where you can be criticized by wet donuts like me on the internet. Just go and follow the career plan I've set out for you and retire in the MLS. Trust me, Ronaldo. Manchester United right now, this isn't it. Anyway, that's it. What do you think? Alright, let me know. What should happen for Messi and Ronaldo to get their career back on track? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I'll talk to you in a while.